Alright, welcome back. This is part 3 of how to draw psychedelic art. The first two parts, which I'm sure you've watched now, the first part I did main pencil, like the main sketch, and then I went over it in the second part in pen, which, that helped a little bit. And now what I'm doing is I'm adding in colors, pretty much markers right here, and I've added in a little bit of more detail to it. I'm not quite finished with this yet. I'm gonna let you see me doing this. Try to get it on here. Basically at this part of drawing, what you're doing is getting sort of a final figure for your drawing. That was actually when I was doing it with markers, just doing the main lines. But I figured that would be pretty time consuming if I videoed that and this. So what I'm doing is I'm just videoing this right here. I still have a few main lines to go over, which will be the eyelids right here, which I'm not even getting on video at all. Sorry about that. Find the best place right here. So I'm just going over these main lines with sort of an official line. That's what the markers symbolize to me. Never really went over the bloodshot vein in the eye right here, but I think I'm going to come in with some red here in just a minute and really define that some. You see I left the white circles here in the eyes just to sort of give it a more of a realistic tone in a strange way, because it's not really realistic. As in, it's psychedelic art. So yeah, I went over the main lines, and I'm gonna come in and if I could find, here it is. I'll say if I could find a red marker. Now, usually when you look at bloodshot eyes, it's not just veins. I mean, you have some little squiggly things, and you got a lot of like a red, pinkish, almost like there's blood in them. So that's something that I'm not doing right this minute, but right now I'm just defining this here. Maybe make some of the main veins that lead out a little bit darker. Think of it as like little trees, because the main part of the tree is bigger. That's how you want to do when you're drawing bloodshot eyes, which I usually put in my pictures because that symbolizes, psychedelic, different states of mind, which usually this art is inspired by, or it probably was created around, to tell you the truth. I never really made any veins in these eyes. You really, when you're drawing veins, what you want to do is you want to let your hand be really free. You know what I mean? Don't really try to make them perfect, because veins are not. They're really organic and like almost like squiggly, pretty much. You just want to darken it, like I said earlier. So that sort of gives it more of a realistic tone. Add a little bit of redness like that in the corner, since I'm not throwing in any special coloring to do the little glow that your eyes get when the bloodshot. But you see there's a lot of different places on here that are still white, and I'm debating on whether I should color them or not. What I think I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go, I've been using my Crayola because my Sharpies are really old and they're dying out. I'm going to go over just the skin of these eyes, maybe like you see the eyelids, give it an orange tone. You see I sort of went from really cool colors. This is actually what I said not to do, believe it or not, but you can do it if you do it this way. Went from really cool colors like right here to a mixture of cool and warm colors, semi-warm color. I consider yellow to be a little bit less of a warm color than orange, so if I'm wanting to fade from a cool to a dark color, then I'll start with going from my cool color to my yellow. And then what I did was I went from yellow, what I was going to do was orange in the lines, but I totally forgot and did blue, so that didn't work out. So I'm going to do the orange in the eyes, and that's really going to bring them out. You don't want to make everything the same type of color. You want to have something, make it pop, sort of. And I'm going to do this eyelid, which is actually a lot bigger than the last one. And a lot of times the dark, like from the black marker, will fade in with the orange and give you a really good fadey color. You know, that can be annoying because you may be working on one part and go over to the other part and, you know, draw and it's black and you don't want that. But in this circumstance, it's really actually pretty cool looking when it fades. It makes it more realistic. And as you draw more, you'll find out little ways, you know. I'm trying to explain them the best I can without, you know, overdoing it or not doing it. Because I know if I wanted somebody to instruct me, that I want details. That's how I am. So I've given them the main texture right there, and I'm not wanting to make this video too long, but I think I am going to do markers for the background, which I told myself I wasn't, but I'm going to. I'm going to take the little, I don't know if you can see this really well, but it's the little, ooh, yeah, you can kind of see it. Got my computer webcam companion. I'm just shading in every other color yellow in the sun. I sort of did like a spiral, almost like the thing you see in YouTube videos where you get hypnotized, sort of making that. At 3 minutes. I'm not going to make these videos longer than 10 minutes, so I want to get it over with. One thing with me is I have to be in the mood to draw, which today I wasn't really in the mood, but I sort of forced myself because I wanted to do the video. I'm doing the same thing with the sort of the rays coming out of the sun. They're sort of artificial or cartoonish looking, but I'm doing every other one. I actually did 2 in a row right here. Well, there's a mistake. You can always fix it. Just color them all yellow, and on the inside here, just still do the orange thing. Won't hurt it. That actually may help because I may go over this little circle here in orange. Let's see. I'm just coloring the little orange parts, which I skipped the yellow so I could do that. I know I'm talking quiet again. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm trying not to stare blankly. I look weird. Shit, I messed that one up. Yeah, don't worry too much about small mistakes. You can always fix them, especially when you're first starting your picture. You can always fix those. You see, I might throw in a red. This will really make it pop. Orange, yellow, and red go really well together as warm colors. That is. I'm gonna finish with this main sun thing and go on to the next video. What I do is I quit video and then just draw the stuff that I don't want to, that's more time consuming. You know, I like to throw in the details like this little small part right here. Add that in. And I think this next video I'm probably going to start right now, and it's going to be me finishing it. I think I may color in this part, not on video, and just finish the main part. I got to do what I can to make this fit. I don't want y'all to be watching it for hours. Yeah, time's about up. Got about a minute. I'll finish this part. Stop the video. Get some more stuff done, and I'll show you me finishing the picture. Now this is really, I promise you, it's not my best work. I mean, what I usually do is I'm alone. You know, I have plenty of time, and I'm usually in the mood. I'm not even in the mood today, but you know, I'm trying to make it sort of quick and not take too long because I know I'm not in the mood and I'll probably give up. But I wanted to finish it for the video. So what I've done basically is, you see, I've colored in some of the, you know, the main things here, and then up at the top here I've colored in my sun with orange and yellow, and then the sort of the rays from the sun are yellow, and then I'm giving it a red color, and that actually turns into an eye too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish coloring these parts, you know, just adding color to all of that except for the eyes, and then I'll let you see me doing this part and finishing it. So for now, peace.